Round we go like a blunt in rotation.
Welcome everybody to Blunt Opinion on the All Def Cannabis channel. I'll be your host today, Jonnae Thompson, and I have a lovely panel of what I like to call adult entertainers. So for me, adult entertainment is anything where you got to show an ID to get in. You may have to be 21 and up. They may have to put a parental guidance. Your mama might not like what you do. It's a range. I feel adult entertainment, that umbrella falls under. So I will introduce our amazing panel. You all know the beautiful queen, Miss Roxxy Haze. Shout out to Roxxy Haze. You can check her out on her own shows, Sundays with Pocahontas. She's got some amazing gaming shows, killing the Twitch game, killing it on all arenas, y'all. My girl, Roxxy Haze.
That's it.
Hi, thank you. Thank you.
Right. And she does more than just comedy. I found out that you are actually an MC too. I heard you got some bars, Roxxy.
Yeah, I'm actually working on my second mixtape. It's coming out. I do nerdcore rap, so it's like anime. I talk about like cartoons and shit. Also, I'm gonna throw this in here since we're talking about adult entertainment. So my name's Roxxy Haze. People always think I do porn. So like I've had a lot of people that like message me and be like, "Yo, what's up? Where you at?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't have that for you." But I've done burlesque. Burlesque is like one of my favorite forms of entertainment. I don't think people like talk about burlesque enough. They think it's the same thing as stripping. It's so dope, right? It has certain it's stripping, it's artistry in it that people leave out. Like it's an artistry in there. It's like theater and stripping. It's fucking dope. So people definitely need to check out some more burlesque now that stuff's open up again.
Amen. For burlesque.
You gotta I just let me bust in real quick because I'm late. I just see that's my man, Mr. Marcus. Oh, that's okay. Daddy, you big old pill. Okay. Now you is a bad daddy. I'll call you that. Now I know who I'm talking to.
You know who bad daddy is?
Yo, Slink got so happy. I'm so happy with how happy Slink just got.
All right, sir, aka Bad Daddy Inc., aka Mr. Marcus. Mr. Marcus, thank you so much for joining us.
Baby daddy.
Baby daddy. So if you don't know, this is a legendary actor in the adult film world. One of my favorites personally. I feel like he is an icon. He kind of started this gangster shit. You know what I mean? You know how dudes take hats off and stuff? Yeah. That's Mr. Marcus. He's the reason, period.
Bad daddy.
Bad daddy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm going to move it on over to Slink Johnson. This amazing actor, comedian, y'all know from Black Jesus. He's here representing for the All Def Cannabis as well, from the Smoke Yours crew. Show some love to Slink Johnson, y'all.
Hey, wait. I see you got an adult panel on. I don't want you to forget my adult accolades.
Oh, well,
you know what I'm saying? I am extra savage, you know what I'm saying? The prime minister of Pound Down, you know what I'm talking about? Sometimes around the way they call me Mr. Meat. You know what I'm talking about? I might come in and just, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, we'll talk about that later though. You did.
Wait.
Can I throw in some of Slink's accolades too? Because I'm a stalker and I be knowing everybody's stuff. Slink do voice acting and he was in the porn industry. He talked about it on one of the things I
did.
He was a PA.
I was a PA on a few porn sets for a minute, and I got to puppeteer a dildo. I was a voice of a dildo.
That's
I don't remember that part.
The Prime Minister of Pipe Down. That's to me. That's where
the Prime Minister of Pipe Down. I like that.
All right. And speaking of the lovely world of adult film, we have here the Sinners, aka Papi Center and Feignix Rain, y'all. This amazing wife duo couple, just doing their own thing, making waves, just bosses out here. So y'all show some love.
Yeah, I love black love.
Y'all better come through. Y'all better come through. All right, so it's gonna be a great show. I just wanted to, like I said, I talked a little bit about, for me, what adult entertainment looks like. And I've always felt like there's some type of either commonality or there's some type of magnetism that, we kind of all just draw toward each other. So I met everybody in their own ways and we just vibe naturally, even before finding out what each other did, well, Mr. Marcus, that don't count. I knew what you did, but
you know what you did.
But the sinners here, we met randomly. And Roxxy here, we met virtually, and I learned so much more about you every single time. Same with Slink. So just to start off, my first question, and whoever wants to go first, they can. I want to know, how did you get your start in your field and how long you've been doing it?
Well, I was a finger bang champ.
Oh my
Time to smoke.
87.
Okay.
That's me, Will. That's me on my camera. Yeah, I was finger bang champ 87, 88. Now I kind of fell off at 89. 90, I came back strong. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, that figure bang is important, bro. That's how it all gets started.
This is true.
Okay, let me turn this off.
Finger bang is important. So,
Finger bang. You get that spot right.
Sometimes more important than regular banging.
Hey, the fingers can get you a long way.
You know what I mean? No pun intended. You know what I mean?
We decided to step into the adult industry in 2019. First of all, I always felt like I wanted to be recorded. I always felt like people should just watch me have sex.
Right.
Also, when I was young, I used to sneak and watch. I used to sneak and watch my dad's DVDs. And it was just one scene. It was just very intense. I didn't understand it. I felt like I didn't like it. The woman looked uncomfortable. So I felt like I needed to step out here at some point and do it right. That's how I feel. And we started our company Vagina Based because one day I saw on the TV, I was just seeing a lot of plant-based. So I was like, Vagina Based, like I and then I'm like, yo, baby, what about Vagina Based? Like, and she was like, oh yeah, that's hot. So that's how we started Vagina Based. And Vagina Based is basically, we're all humans, we all come from a woman, whether it's through the vagina, C-section, we all came out of a woman's body. So the world is vagina based.
Yes. Lesbians need some representation. We get it cracking.
Yeah. Also, lesbians need some representation. We weren't really seeing what we liked as far as ebony lesbian on any porn site.
Or what was realistic.
Yes, definitely what was realistic. So we decided to come and give some real lesbian shit.
Pioneers. Oh, I heard that. And shout out to, that's how I even first started talking to Papi Center. It was the shirt. I'm on the train and I see the shirt that says Vagina Based. I'm like, yo, love the shirt. So to any artist, entrepreneurs, like, get your, wear your brand. You never know. Like, so that shirt is why you're sitting right here with us today. So shout out to
hell yeah, branding.
And that's you rocking you, saying, this is me.
Everywhere we go.
Oh, I can explain the center. The center is because I feel like, society makes you feel like you have to be this perfect, good person, like a saint. Everybody wants to be a saint. Everybody wants the perfect everything, life, everything. And I'm like, fuck all that, because everything y'all say that sinners do is the fun shit. So I want to be a sinner. So I'm a proud sinner. So Papi Center, Feignix Rain Center, the sinners.
There we go. Pleasure.
I was gonna call y'all the Cinderettes.
I'm a king. I'm a king. I'm Big Daddy. So we ain't finna call.
Daddy. You hear that? You hear that, Bad Daddy? That's Big Daddy right here.
Okay, we're there.
Shit. Well, shit, I'll go next because you actually said something that kind of was my foray into adult entertainment. But okay, so my story is weirder. Okay, so my dad also had porn. I think all of our dads had a shitload of porn growing up. But I actually do not really watch porn. because when I was, and I don't have an issue with it, but I got fucked up. This is what happened. So my parents were swingers. I already knew they were swingers, but I saw a video of my mama sucking dick at an orgy. So I'm like, well, I'm done. Like this.
Your mama? What's your mama name?
What's your mama name?
Hell no. I saw my mother. She was sucking my father's penis. But it was at an orgy. But yeah, and it was all these couples. It was all these couples, and she was just slobbing knob, and they were already divorced by this time. So I was maybe like second, third grade. So I'm like, Daddy, Slink, stop smiling. So I'm like, Daddy, you just watching this shit for your leisure. So after that, growing up, I never really wanted to watch porn because I'm like, that's somebody's mama sucking dick. It fucked me up.
Right.
But like I ain't gonna lie, I didn't been recorded. My shit didn't been leaked. I didn't see my sex tape somewhere.
Hey, your mama was about it, man. But it sounded like if they was divorced, she had a bad attitude.
No, with me, I don't even fuck with my mama. So yeah, my mom is a terrible human being. Like she's just a terrible person. I just always find it weird.
I mean, like, she ain't that terrible, she's sucking.
Right.
No, yeah, I ain't telling y'all nothing else. My mom did end up cheating on my dad, which is so stupid. It's like y'all were essentially poly. If y'all would have just had a conversation, then
your parents were freaks.
Would have been. But fine, yeah, they were definitely disgusting. And my dad died a couple years ago, but like a little bit before he passed away. No, yeah, I love my dad. My dad was like a wonderful person. I think that's why I'm so open with because he was honest. He's like, yeah, we was out here fucking, and that's what happened. You might see some shit. Stay the fuck out my room. I'm like, that's real. Stay the fuck out. That's what I be
saying. See, I like your daddy. He a real nigga.
If you wouldn't have seen it, same shit with you. We wouldn't have seen it if we wasn't in there.
A lot of these kids is light bill babies.
No, I was like, no, be grown. So when
I can see how that could be scarring though.
Yeah, see your mama suck a dick. But as I got older, so now I'm in my 20s and he's remarried. Him and his wife start doing more adult entertainment stuff. And once again, that's your business. You grown, I wouldn't have had a problem. But they posted the shit on Facebook. And so I'm just scrolling. And I'm like, hey, Daddy, you need to put a disclaimer. You got to tell people what you doing. Like once I'm not tripping, you are an adult, you in your 60s. But ew. I don't want to see just I need to know I'm about to see what I'm about to see. Yo, I'm just scrolling.
It's understandable. I was going through pictures one time and saw my dad's balls in his shaft.
Like I didn't.
Okay.
I thought it was some family shit. So, but I never. Okay,
so y'all see what you doing to these kids? That's just a message for the younger generation. Y'all doing all this motherfucking shit. One day you gonna have a little baby that's gonna scroll through your videos and just happen to see you.
I'm excited.
3 miles.
Look at me. I put on for my people. And
I'm doing that. But that's why I definitely respect people in the adult entertainment industry because of the level of honesty and the level of communication. It's like sex is normal. I'm having sex, and I just so happen to be having sex on camera. If you don't want to see the shit, don't.
But if you're gonna do it though, at least be exceptional. At least be. If my sucking dick, you better at least have a double jointed neck. You better at least have
a double jointed neck.
Yes, it better be good. It better be some ferocious ass fellatio, mom. If you're gonna be doing that, to make me proud now.
I see a double jointed neck.
Still in the intros, and it's all these quotes.
That's what I'm saying. A lot didn't happen. We ain't even.
Wait, side note. I thought, did you grow up Jehovah's Witness? That's not you, Roxxy, right?
Okay. My grandma was in the church, and we was in the church.
Okay.
Now I'm more agnostic.
Okay, I'll be mixing up. I just remember something about.
I grew up part of Church of the 7-Day Crips.
The 7. Okay.
Somebody
something. What was that like?
That was outstanding.
It's gangster. It's gangster.
So yes, I didn't film and I didn't done burlesque and stuff. Why my intro so long?
It's okay.
But
got bars.
I didn't.
All right, who's next? Who's next on the intro? I think it's Mr. Marcus is the only one, right?
I got into shit, I was magazines, really. I was all into magazines. I was because you know, I started seeing porn around 85, 86. And I don't know what it was, but when I saw the magazines, I was just like, I wanted to be in the magazines. And you know, this is way before I discovered like actual porn movies. When I found that there was porn movies, I said, oh, there's a world, there's a whole world of that shit. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know, you know what I mean? I didn't know there was a business. I didn't know there was no, because when I got in in 94. I started looking into it in about 93, and I got into it in 94. And I don't know, man. I just found a place where I was just like free. You know what I mean? Like it was creative. I was getting paid for it. I was discovering sexual, you know, I was discovering my sexual self, my capabilities. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was, and I was and I was also on the same path a lot of other people doing the same thing. You know what I mean? I was meeting all kind of people from all over the world that were discovering their sexuality too. So I felt at home. I still feel at home. You know, and so that was back then. That was like what? Like I said, 85 when I saw it. Took a few years for me to figure out how to get into it. And then everything just started happening once I did, you know? So I feel like I'm a lifer.
Yes. That's dope though. I saw y'all in unison when he was talking about, you know, the more he did it, the more he found essentially his sexual voice, you know, like as a comedian, it took a while to find my comedic voice. Right. I'm sure maybe Roxxy and Slink could relate, like your first couple of maybe years, months. I mean, some people just naturally got it, but like if I were to watch a video from 13 years ago, just even my literal voice, like, you know, but just in terms of finding my home in it, like, okay, this is, you know, like it just became more of a muscle memory. Like this is my voice. Like it's, you know. Yeah, what about you, Roxxy, Slink?
I got my start, man. You know, I come from modest beginnings. You know what I'm saying? I was working in this little village in Mexico back in the early 90s and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I used to work at this bar, and I used to be a waiter, and I was waiting drinks. And one day it was real hot, and I had on some linen pants, and I was like trying to deliver some drinks. The drinks had spilled, like somebody bumped into me, spilled the drinks all over my pants. Long story short, they saw my print. You know what I mean? And said, look, you have to be in movie. You know
I never know if Slink is or not.
I'm glad I'm not alone on that.
They saw my print.
I don't know what to believe.
I be trying to look in his eyes because it be starting off, I don't know, and then he keep going like this. I'm like, real.
I won't look at his eyes because I'm like, just listen for the details. Do you hear bullshit or not? Like I'm like,
it was the print part. I'm like,
they saw what I was working with, and my legend began to grow in Mexico. And from there, it was some ladies working in the cantina, and they see me, and they just was laughing, and they was like laughing like a motherfucker. And I hear them say shit like "El verga de burro." And I'm like, "What the fuck is it?" I just kept saying "El verga de burro, el verga de burro." Burro. Yeah, they said I had a donkey dick.
I'm like, donkey?
I got a couple donkey dicks too.
Okay,
hold on. I got a whole case full of donkey dicks.
Go get them. Show and tell. Go get them.
Oh yeah. Oh, can I go get mine?
Yeah, go get them.
Really pretty. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get my.
Hey,
y'all go get them.
Hey, Slink.
What's up, sir?
So Slink Johnson. So Johnson is, another name for dick. So Slink dick.
Slinky dick, man.
Look here, man. I'll be right back.
Look here, man. The slinky dick.
My dick.
You know what I'm saying? It's a slinky because when it's compressed, it's short when it's compressed.
Right.
Pull it out.
Give it. She got to blow it up. You
gotta blow it up, man. And speaking of blow it up, I always fuck with you about this, Marcus. Every time I see you, man, The one video with the young lady, man. I'll tell you, man. Hey, look here, man. You met your match that day, bro.
Everybody talk about it. Huh? You talk about stupid head, huh?
Yeah. Hey,
that's
bro.
what you talking about?
Hey, bro, you was who? I seen it. Like, who, bitch?
She's a nice young lady.
She is.
I read her book.
I went to a women's empowerment powwow with her in college. It was like we was eating cucumber sandwiches, had spritzers. She was like telling us how to get a man, but she was never telling us how to suck dick. It was stuff like make her put your feet. Like, no, tell me the real shit, Corinne. Like, come on.
Just talk
she
about
was
it.
holding out. She was like on some like Claire Huxtable vibes. I'm like, like that's not what I'm trying to see right now. Like,
I don't think she got a double jointed neck, but I do think she got hydraulic pumps in her shit. I do think she got some hydraulic pumps in her shit, just based on the way.
She said hydraulic.
I'm still salty that I didn't get not one tip, like just one tip, sis.
She said great. She said,
you know what
each one.
What I think it is, she just loves. She wants to get you off, and she knows how to do that. She got the technique. She uses her fingers. She uses her palms. She uses her lips. She uses her shit talking. She uses her tongue, her saliva.
Hey,
Marcus.
Her heart, her soul.
Honestly,
her heart, her soul.
Hey, Mrs. Marcus. Let me ask you some real shit, Mrs. Marcus. Like,
so poetic.
Let me ask you some real shit, man. Like, you know, you a legend, bro. On some real nigga shit, you a legend, man. You done did a whole lot. Now, is there anybody, without naming names, anybody you want to knock down today? Like, you probably haven't, like, celebrity, not just a porn star or whatever, but anybody you like, damn, I would love to. Anybody without necessarily naming names?
Nah, I mean, I'm a huge Janet Jackson fan. And I found out she's a fan of my movies. So in my head, all I need is just one night.
That's all you need.
Period.
That's all you need.
Solid.
That's it.
I'm sorry.
What about you? What about the sinners? What about y'all? Is there anybody you love to include in your arrangement for one time?
I don't know. Honestly, I would take Lizzo because she a big one, and I would just want to break her the fuck down.
Okay,
like just break her the fuck down.
Okay, yeah, I do want a big girl. I do want to put down a big girl.
We both kind of small, so it's like, come on.
People, I took down a big girl before, so people don't expect it. So I'll definitely do that one.
David and Goliath, huh?
Period. Okay, David won every time.
But yeah, I pulled up.
What is it about a big girl?
It's everything. Like, I feel like one, they're very, very, very slept on. Like, people completely like to dismiss them because they big. And it's like, no, like they are a woman. And it's like, they're beautiful and they're soft and they be smelling good. And when I feel like when a big woman smells good, they smell good. Like, it'd be like, I'm gonna eat you up. Like,
they be caring.
And they do, and they be so, they love you, you love them. And it's like, you're gonna appreciate this pleasure I give you, and you're gonna pleasure me back, and we're gonna have a fantastic time. And then we're gonna cuddle.
Yep.
Y'all got my number?
Give me a call. We right here.
And I cook, so it's like in the morning.
19.
I cook, and then so in the morning, like when I make breakfast, like we're all gonna sit and eat. You're not gonna pretend like, oh no, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna eat.
I don't know about you, Roxxy, but I'm over here because I have not ate a meal in like 12 years. Niggas don't cook. They don't even be having food. Not the niggas
you gotta get you a nerd, Jonnae. That's why.
Yeah, she got the wrong one.
What I'm doing wrong?
Yeah. The wrong one. So you get you a real one.
A lane.
I want to eat. Like, I be having to eat before I come or when I leave, and I don't like that. I want to know what it's like to eat together.
If you don't eat while you there, it's not real. Period.
I know it's not real. It's just addictive. But sometimes that's all you need.
I'm gonna down with some of the people I know.
I don't want no real relationship though. So that I feel like
no. You get you a nerdy dude that like to read books because he cook. They
All
don't,
right,
you
I'm
ain't
like,
gotta be with them. Get you like an engineer.
yeah, I just want to
They know what's up. And
that
they
bread,
know
that
what's
head,
up.
then leave. You know, like that's it.
That bread, that head.
That's it. Then leave.
Oh look, I got mine too. Look.
You got
Wait, but how do y'all
Like
feel
the
about
Sailor
big
Moon
men
one.
though? Bigger nips or bigger penis?
Yes, would you
I
do
like this one.
y'all keep it real black. I like that.
What big? See, like I had some huge ones, but I was like, nah, I like this one because I just do my thing, get my nut off, and go to sleep. I'll be hurting myself with those because I'll be like, like I'll be getting too excited. I didn't have to make the noise, but
I
I
can only use these if I'm getting strapped. Like if I'm masturbating, like I got a little wine in the joint. I need to get in there, bust her.
Go get them.
You know what I'm saying? Like
go get them. Yeah, I think so. Like the smaller ones are better for like self pleasure. Bigger ones is somebody on you. But
and I really just need a vibration. Give me a solid vibration. And give me about 5-10 minutes, I'm all right.
What do you think about?
Oh my God, there's so many.
Yeah, we have a lot of digs.
Yeah, we sponsored by Blush Novelties.
So we have a lot of digs.
Did you say what you be thinking about when you beat your meat? I'll be reading books before I do. I like
9 dicks. How many dicks?
I like nice
books?
stuff. Yeah, I like to hear because I'm really into like people being nice and like nice stuff. So like I like immerse myself in like nice stuff or like stuff that makes me feel good. And I'm like, oh, I feel good. Like even when I watch porn, I really do like watching lesbian porn because they're nicer. So they be like rubbing hair and all of this stuff.
Taking
and I
care
like
of your
that.
body.
Yeah, like take care of her. Sometimes I turn it off before they even get started because I'll be like, oh, she was nice. Turn it, I'm good.
Someone actually sent us a message and said that.
They emailed us and it was like, every time I come when I watch your videos is when you're having like an intimate moment, like when you're hugging each other, or when you're laughing, or when I'm like, oh, all right.
So that made me feel good. So
Okay,
just hearing you say that is good.
Yeah, send me some links.
You know what?
Since we giving flowers, Mr. Marcus, because you got a video like that. And you know what? Look it. This is like I really believe in like alignment in God, but I feel like God really brought us together like on some like crazy stuff. Like I have watched, you have this video with oh my God, what is her name? What is the girl's name? Oh shoot. It's why is it escaped? Ayana. Why? What is her name? It's a green couch.
What happened? Okay.
The green couch. She got on like a Alana Lee. She got on like
a light-skinned girl, right?
Yeah, but it's like it's so fair. Like it's the reciprocation for me. Like sometimes I feel like it's like the niggas getting way too much head, and like it's like, damn, what about her head? You know what I mean? Like
it ain't enough head. First of all, it ain't enough head. It ain't enough head.
Like Mr. Marcus porn is balanced. That's why I fuck with him. Like this shit is balanced. Like sometimes it's just like, damn, like. We get it, like, but like, like we get it, you can bug, but like, you know, like, you want to get off.
No, wait, I have a question for Mr. Marcus.
Well, no, that's important. It's important. It's reciprocated. I mean, if there's good chemistry too between us, me and whoever I'm working with, then there's going to be more. You'll see more affection for each other. There's more care. There's more of a pacing. Because you is I don't know, everybody don't rub you that way. You feel me? But when they do, you just reciprocate. I found too that if I give really good head, and I get down in there and I just really eat that pussy, then they're gonna reciprocate. They're gonna reciprocate.
Tell the men.
Yeah. Put that on you need to make a t-shirt that say that.
Please.
Hold up. Like
yes.
But wait, Mr. Marcus, you said you started to grow and learn your sexuality. Have you ever done anal? Or with girls, I'm not bi or anything like that. I'm not interested in anything penetrating my butt. Right. But with women, yeah. I mean, when I started in 93, 94, I might lose you guys because they started my car. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. there was anal wasn't a thing in our business. You know what I mean? So girls were coming into the business and they'd never done it. So, and I ain't never done it. So it was like a learning experience for me to how to do it with girls in a way where they were comfortable and that we can get the minutes that we needed for the scene and everybody would be happy, you know? So we found techniques and shit. You know, I learned that some girls prepping for it were better prepared for it if they prepped the day before. You know, and if they were comfortable and relaxed, and if there was foreplay, if we didn't go right into it. And then I'd meet some girls who were just freaks like a motherfucker and be like, nah, just fuck my ass.
So you never did anal? You never had a woman?
Nah.
Or like,
nah. You know, we at one point, you know, I had some girls. I was going through a phase where girls were licking my ass like a motherfucker, and I was cool with that. Okay. I was cool. I was like, you know, go ahead, get that shit.
Get that shit.
Right. Okay.
Y'all ready for show and tell?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I just make a request real quick?
Go for it.
I definitely would like to see more anal in my ebony porn. I just don't feel like Black people do enough anal, and I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about across the spectrum of sexualities. I want more butthole.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
More booty hole. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, because it feels good, and I think now you got me preaching. It's a stigma in the Black community about getting in the butthole. I'm talking about even heterosexually, like a man.
Yeah, no, 100. Just girl in general, like just it's like, bro, get it.
Yeah,
I'll give
you,
it.
Mr.
I don't
Marcus.
always want it, but like it's an occasional good time for me. I don't
every now and again.
It's like no, not tonight. Like I feel like
not tonight.
Hey, it's too vulnerable for me. Like, and like you're like to submit like that. We gotta really be vibing. Like this ain't just
it's trust. It's like I'm feeling
like because you gotta like really deep breathe in a way where like you gotta just be like that's so fucking naked. That's not
if you get the cream though, Jonnae.
I know, but that cream had you shitting on yourself, Roxxy.
Because I used too much. I learned. No, I used too much.
You got a long
I learned.
Thank you.
You don't even you use a little bit.
Not doing that.
Y'all wasn't here. I used a lot of the
anal ease.
Yeah,
anal ease.
Oh yeah, because
it's yeah, and so I lost control of my butthole and I was shitting on myself for a day. But I learned you don't even need that much. You just need a little bit. I shit on myself at a show. It was so bad. But
you want me to use that? No. But use me as an example. You don't need that much. You just tap. I'm not using it at all.
Or coconut oil. I used a lot. We was wilding. We was
use your imagination. That's safer. Just like you gotta just say, I am on a beautiful beach. You know, like just use that. Like it's not where it's at.
And coconut oil is better. I found out anyway because it doesn't absorb in the butthole. So yeah.
Saliva works, you know.
Because it got water.
Saliva, you
don't work. Yeah.
You gonna get
hurt. Absorbs the water. Mr. Marcus.
I just don't like the next day. I don't like the next day. I don't like that.
Huh? Can y'all hear me?
We couldn't hear you. No, you start breaking up.
Hold on.
Bad daddy. Yeah, I don't like the next day. I feel like it feels like a colonic or something happened. Like it's
hold on.
The best part.
Hold on.
The next day you be like, you hurt me.
Because I don't want to be thinking about you. That's dumb. That's out. Welcome back. All right, show and tell. So
did you get the vibe?
Since y'all have a lot.
Yeah, I got a lot.
A lot.
Okay, right. So look, it's categories. So boom, you got
hit us with the categories.
Big brims are normally the ones that get used when I'm getting straight. Like when she busted me down, big brownie, period.
Okay, big brownie. Is that what you said? Big brownie?
Big brownie.
This for anal.
Not little Debbie, big brownie.
The skinnier one, I have it in this color and a purple one that glows in the dark, because why not? Anal.
I like the glow in the dark one.
Slip it in, bust it down. I'm good the next day, you know? And then
I haven't used that one.
I know that reminds me of those. Remember those Tootsie Rolls when you get the long one? Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. And then, these are just kind of the ones, these glow in the dark.
So fun. Remind me of a rave.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
And we have a room, our other room in the house, like it's like a whole black light room and it glows in the dark and stuff. So it's like, we go play in there. It's a little vibe.
Yes,
it's a
We're
vibe.
coming over there, Jonnae. They got
let's
food
go.
and all the stuff in the black light.
Let's go.
We got to get a pole.
Y'all getting a pole?
We getting a pole.
It seems fun over there.
I'll be there.
It's a great time here.
I have a question real quick.
Ask away.
Okay, my things be losing the stickiness. Like when the suction, how do you keep it from losing the suction? On like, do y'all put it on the wall and put it on stuff? How do you keep it from losing
We've never.
When I play with the suction, make sure you have a toy cleaner because that helps it keep its consistency and stuff. You know, to buy you a toy cleaner because that helps it keep the way that it feels. Because when you just use water and stuff, you start to eat away at the material. So when you get a toy cleaner, it restores it back to normal. So now that joint just, and then you put a little bit of water on it, and then it never loses its.
Sucky. Yeah, we've never played with it like on the wall though.
Okay, so y'all usually just use it as a strap.
Yeah, or like my hand or whatever.
We got leg harness.
Got the sticky. They don't put it on the wall like you. They don't be doing the handstands on the wall, Roxxy.
I don't have nobody, so I'm not
judging
myself. Like
I think it's genius. I think that's not a good idea for all this jelly to try to get on somebody's wall. The deposit I will never get back. Handheld only.
Bathroom.
Yeah.
And then when I break a hip, come on, y'all just living life on the edge.
You throwing that shit.
Okay.
Give it to me.
Hey, is that it for the Dick Show and Tell from the centers?
Yeah.
For now, okay.
Yeah, that's everything for now. We have but
I know it's levels to this.
Mr. Mayor said he had a question.
Who has a question?
No, I was wondering with the dildos. It wasn't until recently I discovered that the difference for some women versus inserting the dildo or using a vibrator. You know, like what determines, like some girls don't like to insert anything. They just like the sensation around the outside.
Yeah, it depends if you have the penetration masturbators and you have the clit stimulators. Because most of the time, usually when you're a clit stimulator, you like vibration because you just need to get that clit going and then boom. But when you like vibration, then you have the ones, that's when you get the vibrators that have the penetration part, but it also got the little joint at the top.
Right. The rabbit.
You can get the best of both worlds because most of the time you need your clit stimulated anyway to get the penetrating anyway. And it's like, it's a little awkward to just be in there. Yourself down, not loving yourself first.
Right. Wonderful questions. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I love yourself.
We get into it. All right. Roxxy, you want me or you to go next?
I could go since you're the host. You should go last. The brand. I already showed y'all, but I'll show y'all again. Like I said, y'all know I like nerd shit. So I saw this. Somebody had posted this on I cleaned it, so it ain't no. I think y'all ain't gonna see nothing on here. But, I saw this. Somebody had posted like they got like Avengers and all this Marvel, like
really
stuff. Yeah, and so somebody was like, "This one looks like a Sailor Moon wand."
And
I love Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
And then they had the little bubble things in it, and I was like, "Oh, that'll go great for my butthole." So. And then there's glass. So I was reading about like glass dildos.
Great for my butthole. You said it like that would go great with my kitchen towel.
My butthole will enjoy that. So yeah, this will be good. Right. But I was reading about how glass dildos are really good because you can like heat them up or like chill them
in the fridge.
It's less likely that they'll get like infected, you know, or like they're easier to clean and stuff like that too. So I love this shit. But also I thought I was a penetrator masturbate, like that's how I get going. But I started doing adding in the clitoris. Man, I had one of the massagers that came in like a basket. It was like a back massager. I was like, this will go good on my vagina. So I started doing
I like that you think about your vagina like
I do. I gotta tell you all the time. I never thought I was like I never was like into masturbation because like I just be busting, like I just squirt. So like getting it off is nothing. So I'm like, well, this isn't really doing anything for me. But like, I legit, it was like 3 a.m. I had woke up and I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm gonna do this. So I started listening to this book and I watched some hentai because I like hentai. And I was just in the zone. And I bust like 8 times. And I just said, I was like, this is lovely. This is lovely. I needed to take some time with me.
For sure.
Right, so legit, y'all are 1000% correct. The clitoral stimulation with the penetration is the best thing that has ever happened to me.
And see, men need to hear that so they know when you about to slip that thing in there, rub that clit, and I guarantee you want her to bust it wide open, she gonna bust it wide open.
Oh, it's gonna be done. And give
it's like an instant access button.
Boop, boop. Oh, we done. We in there.
I love it. I love it. Well,
yeah, you know what I used to like a girl would want to bring a vibrator into the scene, and I remember in the beginning I was kind of like, nah, I got this, but I actually would like when I'm fucking her, I actually kind of like the little vibration, and it just made it like that much more intense. Like, you feel me? Like I was feeling what she was feeling in a different way, and it was cool. It was real cool. But in the beginning, I was like hesitant. I was like, nah.
I asked a question. I'm sorry. Do you think that's an ego thing for men? Do you think that's what that is? Like why y'all sometimes don't like enjoying using toys?
What? Say it again.
Do you think that's like an ego thing with men?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, I think when everybody in the bedroom, they want to bring their A game. You know, and sometimes and the ego's a part of that. The ego's that confidence, you know, that cockiness, that sexiness, that pettiness, you know, that you're kind of like you're sharing yourself and you want to make a good impression because we all know we talk about it afterwards and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you want to, you know what I mean? Like you want to be able to blow her mind in all kind of ways and as well as in the bedroom, as well as when it's sex, as well as when you're fucking. And that's just a human thing, I think. I think we all want to blow each other's mind and shit sexually. Right. So, you know, so anytime there's something being introduced that you feel might distract from that, you know, you're always hesitant, but you never know. There's so many things out there that it might actually enhance it. Might open you up to a whole new experience. It'll like, you know, I always talk about the enjoyment of sex, you know what I mean? Enhancing it. There's always something you're gonna learn in the process of doing it. So, you know, you gotta be open to, you know, new experiences and shit. So, and you gotta know your range. You gotta know what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with and what you're ready to. Right. You know what I mean? And all of those boundaries that you set are meant to be, you know, broken at some point. You should always challenge yourself. So there you go. You know, that's how
Okay, I hope every man go out and buy a vibrator now.
Right.
Mr. Mayor said, get it pop.
Look, not just a vibrator. Wait. And his book. He has a book, you guys. Mr. Marcus is also an author. So, you know, we talked about it, like that balance, that reciprocation. Like you could just tell throughout the conversation, that's him. It's not an act, it's not a facade. And it's like, you know, that's why he's a lifer in this game. Like, you can tell it's the same thing with Misty Stone. Like she shows up like she just got hired every time. She's still passionate. She's not played out. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
You get what I'm saying? It's like the people who understand that, like, hey, we just here for a good time, not for a long time. Is that how they say it? Is that what Drake says?
Good for a good time, not a long.
That's the part. That's the hook
really,
right
there. That's really cool insight too, because remember how earlier you were saying about like how all the forms of adult entertainment or just entertainment period, like there's intersection. I think that's the same reason we like certain comedians or we don't like certain comedians. It's like the genuine factor. Like when you get on stage, I want to feel the excitement. I want to feel that you're passionate about this. And I think you can tell when people start losing their passion. Like you can see it as a consumer, you can see it. So like people need to continue. Like I feel like once you're not passionate about no shit no more, like stop doing it.
It's a
yeah, it makes it not joyful for us as paying customers to want to see it no more. So this shit's cool. I love this conversation. Keep going.
Hey, okay, look, what you want to tell?
Oh shit.
So, okay. So I don't remember the name of this. It's from Adam and Eve. I got it because it was like a combo. Like it is a vibrator, but it does have the clit stimulator. It rotates. It does a bunch of shit, but it also doesn't work. I only got to use it like once. So I will be sorry. That's my review. Like
it doesn't work.
It worked like twice and then it just doesn't work anymore. Like I try to charge it. It's frustrating. Like I'll try to put it on. I still try and it just works for like 5 seconds. I'm like, oh, over it. But it's still worth to at least try, you know, like, but I do want to see if they'll send me a new one at least because that is not cool. Just like a couple of times. No. It was during the pandemic. Like maybe I was going too hard.
I was about to say, did you burn it out?
Same thing with this one, the womanizer. Neither of these work. So at this point, they're just for aesthetic. I just brought them to show y'all, but they don't work. This is what I really use. Like that's my current vibrator, you know. But yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Like it basically like it like sucks, you know. Like I was looking for something that had like, you know, like the tongue, like to feel like you're getting some head, you know. But when it did work, it was cool.
It was fun.
That's the womanizer.
Yeah, I need my money back.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. It's got great reviews. So they gotta
That's why I bought it.
They gotta work on reliability and durability.
Yeah, because some of us got vibranium in our vagina.
I'm about to say Jonnae was tearing herself up, and the thing was like, "Enough, ma'am.
I think
enough.
My vagina's too strong.
You tore the mold out." I'm giving her all she's got.
Short life. Not even a week.
At this point,
over exaggerated.
You can plug in. Like you just need one of the
Oh, that's dangerous. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo, my friends caught on fire because it was old. It was her fault. It was her fault. She had one. Please forgive me if you're watching. I ain't say your name, but you know what you did. She had it plugged in and it had a short in it. It's old. It's like 20 years old. And I told her, I was like, hey, I understand you love it, but you need to throw that shit away. Once it gets to short, it's done. And it was one of the ones you plug in the wall. And that shit, she used that shit and it caught on fire. And I think it shocked her too. I'm like, bitch, you gonna burn your pussy off. Throw it away. Like,
throw it away.
Throw it away.
No, it had tape. She said she had taped it up. I'm like, no, I'll buy you one. We would go in together and purchase you one as a community before you light your pussy on fire.
Right. I be giving away. I give away so many deals. I give away so many sex toys because people give me a lot of sex toys. So I'm just I give them away like crazy. But I'm just now, you know, we just met. So now you in now. You in the group.
I'll be DMing you right now. Hey, buddy, remember me from the...
He like, she just gonna break it. I ain't giving her shit. Don't give it to them. It ain't gonna, it's not a good investment with me. Like, I just go too hard on it.
He might get a better quality one.
Maybe. I bought like a glass literally little one. Like it showed up, but that shit was so small, like so small.
Get you this one.
Yeah, the one you got, I'm like, that's some dirt.
I got you. My homie paid for it, but yeah, I think he got it from Adam and Eve.
Oh, look, you just picked the wrong category.
I think they're Black owned. At least the one in Las Vegas is.
They?
Yeah, the one in Las Vegas for sure.
With Adam and Eve? Oh yeah, that store.
Yeah,
I can't think of her name. I owe her big time. She had me booked for like an appearance. We took out a billboard and everything, and then my homeboy passed away, and his funeral was the same day. And I feel bad about that, but she's awesome. She's awesome. She's like one of the few sisters that own Adam and Eve's, an Adam and Eve franchise. So
shout out to Adam and Eve Las Vegas.
Shout out.
That's where you about to be, Roxy. You better collab.
Oh, now I'm moving to LA.
Oh, well, even better.
Are you in LA or Vegas?
Yeah, LA.
Yeah, let's go.
You had me forget. I was like lost. I forgot they both.
Are y'all in LA?
No, we were in LA,
Los Angeles.
Las Vegas is right down the street.
Yeah, it's so close.
You can drive.
Yeah,
in like 4 hours. We friends now. All y'all, we friends now.
Yeah, we're all in LA. Actually, all of us.
Let's party.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sinners, y'all in LA too?
We in Vegas.
We're in Vegas.
Oh, not Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a couple hours.
So we go back and forth.
We go back and forth.
Oh, okay.
I'm here, y'all. My camera tripping again, but
You good?
I'm in LA too.
You good? I do have I have a question for everybody. How do you prepare for your performances? And that could be, you know, I know we all kind of
vibe. It's the whole vibe.
Yeah, she pick out my outfit or whatever energy we feeling.
Okay.
We turn on some music, we spark it up, like, you know, might have a little bit of wine, get the vibe in. And then like she tell me to pick which penis I want, I pick which one I want, and then you know, throw his pussy in and then it get it cracking. Like
play together.
And then
she likes BDSM, so
hey girl.
Sometimes I get into if I know I want to tie her up, that's how I definitely choose the outfits. Like I want to look like this, like a schoolgirl or like a housemaid or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or just in some lingerie.
But set the vibe and get it popping.
Schoolgirl. I like schoolgirl.
Yeah.
I just bought
girl. I'll put it on real quick. I'll be back. I love it. I love couples.
That's so dope. So
do you guys like schedule it or you spontaneous? Or both?
Spontaneous.
So fake schedule. I'm gonna say fake schedule.
Because it'll be like, we know we have to get this much content done this week. So it's like, all right, like we just know we need to get it done. So whether we're going to get it cracking all day or we going to get it done throughout the week, we got to figure it out. But we just know this is what we got to produce at the end of the week.
Right.
That type of energy.
Right. That's right. I got to see your content. I need to see some scenes.
Check them out.
Check us out.
Yes.
We got our Instagrams up there.
Yeah.
I don't even think
or go to the website.
Like how much like actual work goes into doing like what y'all do. That's really cool that y'all are like sharing it. So y'all actually got a schedule and like plan out and put it content creation.
And then in the meantime, between time, still like love each other, be intimate with each other, be like, you my bitch though. Don't ever forget that. Like,
it's not just the sex.
You know?
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
I wanna come watch it live.
We're doing live shows. So look.
Oh, y'all doing live shows?
Y'all do live shows?
We about to start, so you know, we'll hook y'all up and whatever.
Hey. Period.
It's gonna be full.
The blunt opinion discount. We'll put it out there. Let them know, like, come see us. You know what? Whatever, 5% off, 1% off, whatever you want it to be.
Right.
No % off. Just make a fake code. Nobody, you know. They'll never know. Just say it. What about you, Mr. Marcus? How do you prepare for your performances?
It depends. I used to call a girl that was a good like real creative. We would flirt on the phone. So I would call like some girl and I would just talk shit like, yo, what are you doing? So I'm gonna come over there and fuck you like tomorrow, right? She'd be like, you know, she would describe the time or the place, whatever. And I would start getting my head right. So it's all in my mind. But when I show up on set, it's usually I got something going in my head. I'm horny now. I'm ready. You know, now it's just, you know, now. So it always varied. But my head, I would get in my head first. Like there was a girl, she worked at Starbucks. Like the week before, she was working at Starbucks.
I don't know why.
And now she was about to do her first scene. And, you know, and I was just like, oh, okay, cool. As I'm unzipping my pants and shit, I'm like, so you used to work at Starbucks, huh? You just last week, right? She's like, yeah. I just wanted to see how this goes. I'm like, well, come on, let's see how this goes.
Okay. The Frappuccino, yes.
Okay, make me a
okay. And I don't even go to Starbucks. I'm not even a coffee drinker. But in my mind,
Yeah.
They got tea, you know. They got
Good little
scenario.
They do.
Lemonade.
Yeah, they got good. I was going there for a while getting hot chocolate, you know.
Okay.
And I like tea. I drink a lot of tea, so there you go.
But now you can go somewhere else for your hot chocolate. Look around.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Can I
Okay, Roxxy.
Can I go first or ask my question first?
Go then ask your question.
Okay. All right.
How do you prepare for your performances? Then ask your question.
Okay, so I do a lot of different stuff. So I kind of prepare differently. So depending on what I'm doing. So like comedy, because I've been doing comedy like the longest. That one is I have to listen to Childish Gambino like before I go up. Like I listen to the whole Camp album. Like I have a routine. I usually I'll call my brother, like somebody I'm close with that can kind of calm me down. And I start panicking. I start freaking the fuck out. I'll write my set like 80 fucking times, just like over and over and over. And then eventually I chill and like I don't really fit like all the way calm down until literally they call my name and I'm walking up. So like I've been doing it 8 years now, and I still every single fucking time I get like insanely nervous before I go up. Part of it is I know like my style of comedy isn't necessarily like mainstream. I kind of got like an abstract. People call me like an alt comic. I hate that term because I don't think I'm an alt comic, but just because of the material and how I perform, and I also like I add music and I'll sing and I do all this other kind of stuff. I know like I'm not always received easily by people, and I'm weird. Like I just look fucking weird. So like just because of that, I know sometimes it can be like off-putting for people, especially Black people, because you know how we are when we perceive shit as weird.
You look good to me.
Right.
Now let's side note when somebody say I'm weird, you're not supposed to say, yeah.
Yeah, weird ass man.
It's like, yeah, you weird bitch. Like,
but like I just, you know, I talk about Slink, not you laughing with no camera on. But I just know like some people just don't know how I'm gonna be when you see me. And then once I start talking, like, oh, she's fine. But it's still always that initial like, ooh,
I feel you.
Weirdo.
You ain't weird, Roxy.
Nah, you're not weird.
Slink, but it's just, it's perception and how people perceive things. So yeah,
that's for people.
Thank y'all. Don't know. And that's why I love All Def, because when I came in here, they were like, whatever, bitch, hey. Now we friends, we family, but I have had that weird jerk reaction when people meet me or just like standoffish type shit. So it's always just that in the back of my mind. So comedy's still like the easiest. Like when I do music makes me super nervous because I still don't think I'm at the level I want to be yet. Like comedy, I know I might not be the funniest, but I know I'm good. But with music, I still don't know if I'm good yet. You know what I mean? It's still that weird thing. So like I just went to the studio and I was recording a song and I was shaking. Like I was literally about to start singing. I'm fucking shaking. Like the producer that I'm working with, he's really cool. And I think that's always important. Y'all even kind of touched on it. Like make sure whoever you're working with, they feel comfortable. They need to feel comfortable and like safe and okay. So like he was making sure I was okay. He was like, hey, let's chill for a second. Let's get you some tea. Let's get you calmed down, because if you're in this mode, you're not going to be able to perform. So music, I'm still trying to figure out how to prepare to perform, but I think that's just me getting confident in my abilities and stuff like that. But fuck it, since we talking about fucking, so I'm gonna just say butthole, because like anal is legit like my favorite right now. So I started reading about like, because I just wanted, like, most of the dudes I fuck with, they don't do anal. Like Black men just don't do anal. They just, it's not a thing.
That's not true.
They do it, but not as a whole. Not as a whole.
Not as a whole.
Yeah, like I'm saying, just as community wise, that's not something. Like in the white community, they
may not talk about it, but
in the white community,
out here in these booties, sis.
And we do it right now.
Introduce you to that first. Like, so you want to start with anal?
Every Black man I've ever been with has been about that booty life. So that's why I'm like, I don't know.
Also, I'm in the South too, so you know how the South is.
Yeah, I'm in California.
They're not open. It's a whole California. They more open.
No pun intended.
I discovered that. Sorry. But then the South, they're like, that's gay. I'm like, how is it gay? I am a woman. Like anything we do to each other, and even if it, why are you tripping, bro. Like, I'm not like, I gotta get the fuck out. Anyway, y'all got me on a tangent. So, but I will meet men that are like, okay, let's try it, or they're open to try it. So, boom, white rice. Okay, I've been reading like on a lot of gay websites, like that's what you're supposed to eat the day before to keep you from shitting on yourself. You eat white rice or like oatmeal and stuff like that. And I'm like, if I'm gonna learn, this is the site I need to go on with gay men definitely are gonna know.
They're the ones to go to, yeah.
Yo, so white rice, and then you could give yourself an enema to clean out your butthole because you don't want to be like when you stick in somebody's butt. So I was reading how to make like a makeshift enema. If it's some quick shit, like you just at somebody's house and you're like, you about to do it. You get a water bottle and you take the plasticky ring thing from when you open it, you take that off and then you put water in there and shove it up your butt. And then that's a makeshift enema.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Okay. And I try, it works. It's some clutch. It works. If you just open it
to go. Like, I just don't want. I think I'm just that. I'm selfish. Like, that's why I don't have a kid. I don't want to put my body through sacrifices. Like, come on.
But
I gotta do all this. I gotta eat a certain thing. I gotta.
It's the reward, Jonnae. It's the reward because the feeling.
Maybe I just need it every 3 months or something. I think maybe you it's your favor, so you into it more. Me, some good on mission.
I love it.
Great.
That's exactly what it is.
Yo, legit, I got a system. It's said I know more about this than I was talking about comedy. I got this.
It is good to know though, but I never have that much notice to know what to like. I don't know when it's gonna go down. Like to know. Oh,
but
I should
just have it on your person. That's what. Just always have a bag of rice.
Always have a little instant oatmeal. Like I'll be back.
Always have a water.
Maybe the microwave.
Yep, and some coconut oil. So
coconut
when you're doing anal, coconut oil or silicone based, not water based, because your butthole is for the water. So yeah, you want to have that, and man, have it rub you, Jonnae. Oh, sweet Jesus, I gotta call.
Make the call.
Hey, so you guys don't like water based?
I don't.
Well, not for butthole.
Not for if you need it to stay slippery, like it needs to not get dry.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I like water based for the pussy.
Does it work better?
It dissipates. So I get if I rather fill her pussy juices than the lube juices. So
got you.
So I'll be
like sense for vagina.
Sense. Well, Slink, how do you prepare for your performances?
Oh wow!
You like this?
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm the world champion. Come here.
Yeah, man, I go get a manicure and clean and sanitize.
Yes.
Sanitize my hands. Get a nice manicure for the nice performance. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I do some finger crunches and
Okay. What is a finger crunch? Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
That's a squat.
We didn't.
Oh,
okay.
It's a squat. It's a squat.
He advanced. He know how to crunch. You gotta get there.
Oh shit.
All right. This has been a lot of fun. I have one more question for y'all. All right.
Oh, it's over.
Well, I mean, I want to know who are some of your favorite adult entertainers. So that could be in general, like I mentioned earlier, music, comedy, adult film. Who are some of your? You could be in any category, all of them. What was that?
I like Beyonce. So
Beyonce, okay.
She's just great in everything as an artist. Not even because she's Beyonce, but just like you said, as an adult entertainer, I feel like Beyonce is it, and you just can't hate on what she gives to the world.
Period.
I agree.
All right.
Have you seen her live?
I feel like if I'm looking from my adult entertainment point of view, like a couple months ago, we had started like remaking like classic porn photos and stuff like that. So like we were reading up on, and like Jeannie Pepper, I started reading this book, and it's like, no, this woman was like
icon.
I wouldn't be me if she wasn't her. Like, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't even be possible for me to be me if it wasn't for her. Like and to see that she was just like just a regular, beautiful Black woman. Like she didn't have no crazy big titties, crazy fat ass. Like she was just like a beautiful brown woman who just knew she was sexy and was out here like, check me out.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else on that list?
So can you guys hear me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
My favorite actor probably is Jamie Foxx. He's just super talented. I've been listening to a lot of Prince lately. I love music. I love sexual people. Heather Hunter is one of my favorite girls.
Oh yeah, we learned about her.
I love watching her do stuff. Misty Stone is wild and crazy as fuck, and but she's also very sexual, you know, which I appreciate in her. We almost went at it one night because she had drunk some champagne or something. I was filming. She was like, it was 3 girls and they were doing like a content thing for a birthday. Got a little tipsy, and she was like, I was like, I was so dead set on going home. She was like, yo, yeah, you just want to just go to my house with me? And I was like, ooh. It was gonna go down.
Why you didn't go? You didn't go?
No, we didn't. But the fact that the door was open,
right?
Like, I was like, I just keep that door open because you know.
I'm a
Understandable.
Hey, I feel it. All right, Roxy.
Me? Ooh, okay. If we're talking like
it's up to you.
Period, Josephine Baker. I actually wrote a comic book, so I just wrote a comic book that got published in this. It's just all Black creators.
All these Black
and
authors.
I wrote about Josephine Baker. Yeah, all Black authors, all Black artists. Like it's called Black is the New Artist, the New Black. And so I wrote about Josephine Baker, and I've like always loved her. But like the more I read about her, like she was sexual, but also like people forget, like she was super duper talented. Like the fact that she could speak English and French, and then like she was in the military. And she was in the military. She spoke at the March on Washington. Like she's just like an icon, and a lot of artists have, emulated her. Like even like Beyonce is emulating Josephine Baker, and like even like people in porn have emulated Josephine Baker's look and her style. So I think she's really cool. As far as like just like rapper, Childish Gambino. Like I love Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. I feel like that's who I try to model my career after, like with the singing, like the rapping and the comedy and stuff like that. He is just super talented. And what else do I do? I'm trying to think. Oh, and I cosplay. So just Black cosplayers in general are just people like I kind of look up to, because cosplay it's a lot of fucking work going into that and making your own stuff, and it's just cool to see like more Black people coming into the industry, and just what y'all do. Like this is just dope as well. Like just more Black born. Like we need more like different types too. Like that's just dope to me. So I look up to all y'all at this point, because that's a lot being vulnerable like that on camera too. Like it's a lot. So I like it. I like it here.
Hey.
I'm gonna add real quick.
Go for it.
Regina King. Like
yeah.
I've had a thing for her since like 227. I've been watching her career forever. So it's like nice to see her getting, hitting her stride and just being, watching her success. So, and she's sexy as fuck. So Regina King, I'm just throwing it out there. Just putting it out there.
Right. What about you, Slink? You still there?
Slink.
I think.
Oh, his audio off too.
You on mute.
Slinky dick.
Not at the cantina. At the cantina. I'm saying that all day.
All right. Well, I'll go while we get ready for Slinky Dick. For me, I just have to see his name now. Yeah. Because you're right. Johnson. Is
right. Like
it's right. Definitely Misty Stone is one of my faves, and similar to Mr. Marcus, is like He is one of my faves too, but like dead ass watched their videos and then the next day met them like on some random like just this weird like what this is weird like stuff. You know? And she was real cool, super cool. I met her actually at your birthday party, Marcus. At Dames and Games.
Party. That was a good night.
That was some good times. Yeah, but yeah, I feel like I said earlier, they're both just like super authentic and just, you know, when they show up, it's always like they show up like this, just it's always a new canvas, you know, like even if they're with the repeated actor, like it's just like it's always new, it's not predictable, you know. Those sort of things. My edible is kicking in, so give me a minute, y'all. I'm like, what is going? I feel so slow right now. Okay. Favorite, her moans. I love her moans. I feel like they're just Misty Stone's moans are a whole vibe. I want that to be my ringtone. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It just needs to be like a song. Like I want it to be a song. Like I don't know if she know, but that shit is hard. Like that's why I wear my hair like this right now. Misty Stone.
That's
period. So as far as like comedians, I love Millie Jackson. She had the music comedy vibe going, and raw, just super raw. I kind of started off being one of those people just self-censored, you know, grew up in the church heavily, daughter of a pastor. So I obviously grew up with a lot of like just this internal, like can't say this, can't do this, you know, type of energy. So it took a minute to get really comfortable in who I was as a woman, as an artist, entertainer, singer, comedian, everything that I do, you know. George Carlin, I feel like he and a lot of my people they didn't pass on, like, to be honest with you. Like now that they're like, I got a lot of like even on like my list of like people to smash, it's like dead or alive, you know, like I got a thing for like legends like who passed on. I don't know, but yeah, he's
turned on by the talent,
right? Who was unapologetic and unafraid to go against the grain of what society was thinking at the time, and that was throughout decades. So like I love people who aren't afraid to speak out and have a different opinion, you know, and like treat art as it should be treated, like not a lot of second guessing. Like I love Erykah Badu, you know, for that reason, like just raw, you know. Let me see, I think that would be as far as like rappers, I love the West Coast. I love West Coast. I don't know. I love a smooth like Snoop Dogg, DJ Quick. You know, I love Sugar Free. I don't know, something about slapping the shit out of bitches, even though I don't agree with it. I don't condone it, but if it got some like a little funk, you know, a little parliament hook to it, you know what I mean? If it's a little guitar, a little, you know, some bass line, like let's slap her, you know, like no, we're not slapping nobody. But yeah, I kind of like, you know, like just that raw ODB, you know, I like raw.
Ew.
That's right.
No pun intended, but I mean, I like raw.
Alrighty then.
Slink, are you back?
Glad to know.
Yep.
Oh, there we
What
go.
about you?
Yep.
Tell us.
Ricky Dick.
What's happening? What was the question? I was talking to my daughter.
Who are some of your favorite wait, did you you asked. Okay, yeah. Who are some of your favorite adult performers? So that could be in music, hip hop, comedy, adult entertainment, like adult films. Some of your faves.
We're gonna keep it with adult films.
Let's go.
Jada Fire.
Oh yeah, she's dope.
Yeah.
And she's a sweetheart too.
Heather Hunter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roxy Reynolds.
Okay.
Some of the OGs, Vanessa Del Rio.
You ever see Janet Jackman?
Yeah, Janet's a G as well. Janet is definitely a G. I mean, it's so many. You know what I'm saying? It's so many. It's so many. You know.
Yeah. I actually forgot somebody. Miss Natural. I don't know. She is hilarious to me. And this lot, she be cussing people out before she fuck them. It's amazing. She's like, come on, get over here, yo thick ass bitch, right there, push my teeth. Like, pull that dick out on me, oh knuckle. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. If you haven't seen her, Miss Natural, she's great.
Can I ask
somebody laughing though? It's like it's a comedy and porn at the same time.
Some of my favorites when I can laugh.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my bad. Oh, wait, no, go ahead, Senator.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Oh, my bad. I didn't get to put who I wanted to smash.
I
was talking about
yeah. We didn't say who was the one to smash.
Nah, I forgot. Nah, David Diggs he was in Hamilton, the one that played Lafayette, and he also played Thomas Jefferson. That guy, he's a singer and he rap. If you watch this, I know you got a girlfriend because she also was in Hamilton. I'm stalking.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever are available for sexuals, I'm here for it. Also, Travis McCoy.
He passed away.
No, he didn't.
Who passed away?
Lafayette.
David Diggs
Yes.
did not. Wait,
Lafayette passed away.
Oh, not
Yes.
Blood.
Lafayette, the one that played Mar. Yes, yeah.
What are you talking about?
No. David
Trust me,
Diggs.
Lafayette passed away.
He didn't. He just posted.
But you talking about the wrong person then?
No, he put in the original cast of Hamilton. My heart just hurt it. Why would you? Will ain't said shit all episode, and he gonna be like, "Oh, the one that you put on, that's your dad." Not him, Will. He was in the original cast of Hamilton. He also was in what's that show? Snowpiercer. That
Roxxy.
I like that.
Roxxy was like, I didn't get to say who I wanted to smash. None of us played that.
Oh, we did. He said
I missed
smashed
it.
Regina King.
But he also really liked her.
Oh, I like him. He's talented.
But if we talk about who we want to smash, that's a different. I mean, we can.
I can smash that.
He is a talented man. I love his work.
But
if his penis just was out, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna be like, put that away, sir.
you gotta shoot your shot wherever. Like if I'm gonna on every podcast, I'm gonna say who I would smash just in case. If we talk about who I would smash, Dom Kennedy. If we just shooting our shot. Like,
shoot your shot.
Shoot the shot.
Jonnae thick too, Dom Kennedy. You better get on that.
Let him know.
Also, Donald Glover, I like him a little dusty.
Oh yeah.
If you wanna, you can make some.
He do be dusty sometimes. Sometimes, but he still be shining.
I'm about to say he can do it though. He can get away with it.
Yeah, he can get away with it.
I like
this. Is few that it's just like the dust works. Lenny Kravitz, yes, he can be dusty.
You know, it just works.
He could, you know. Who could be dusty anytime? And this is our last one. Who could be? It could be male or SZA. She could be dusty anytime she wants to.
SZA be fine. She be fine. She like, dang, she dusty fine.
I don't know. That's a good one.
Elani, if she want to be dusty, she could be dusty. It's a whole list.
Idris Elba could be dusty.
He can.
I think a dusty Idris Elba.
He can be dusty.
Mr. Martin. You could be Mr. Martin.
I was thinking Jada Pinkett.
Yeah,
no, she be dusty.
OG dusty. Willow dusty remix.
They all dusty family.
They can all be.
Oh shit.
We're trying to be dusty, but it's like, come on, Will.
You too clean.
It's not gonna work.
You
can't be dusty.
You're not dusty.
Will can't be dusty.
He's not.
When he posted that,
your family can be dusty,
but you can't.
You're not the dusty one.
You're not. Like, don't try to keep their shine.
Y'all, this has been so much fun. Please, everybody, tell us where we can find you, how we can support you. Drop your IGs, all that. Let us know what you got coming up. Any of that.
Oh, we just worked on our first documentary / erotic film, so that will be dropping on our OnlyFans that we just created, and we'll be dropping this weekend. And you can find everything about us on fucksocietiesrules.com.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
fuck society's rules. I love it.
Yep.
Basically.
I love it too. I love it.
Late night radio.
Yeah, that's so much funnier now that when you can't see him.
All right, where can we find everybody?
There we go. Did y'all drop your handles?
Oh, you can find me at AKA Mr. Marcus, AKA Dusty. I'm Dusty. I'm Dusty right now.
You can't be Dusty.
He could pull off. There's a little hole in.
No, I'm saying this man. Let them know. You know how wise you are. Your season. You know, not say. I mean, you can't let them know how old you are. This man, he ain't gonna be Dusty. What's your age?
I just turned 50. 50.
Oh, you can't be Dusty.
I'll be 51. Yeah.
One.
You can't be Dusty. You know, you can't be
Dusty. Hot dad. Okay,
it ain't work. I'm Roxxy Haze. Y'all can check me out. All my stuff is Roxxy Haze, RXXYHAZE. Like I said, I have that book that just dropped, the comic book anthology with all the Black creators. It's at fairsquarecomics.com. I'm also writing a manga that's going to be in the magazine that they're going to be dropping soon. I have some shows that's coming up, so you can follow all that. It's on my social media. I'm about to start writing with The Gamer. It's a gaming online stuff. They do a lot of so I'm about to start being the junior editor with them and writing articles. So check out thegamer.com. And I always got shit coming out. So just follow me on everything. Right. Oh, my mixtape. My mixtape's coming out. And
I want to see that. I want to see that comic. You said you wrote a comic book?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's about Josephine Baker. And the artist is a Black French dude. So it's really, really cool. Like the art, the aesthetics of it looks like from that time period. So I'll DM it to you.
Yeah, and all right, so send that to me. I want to peep that out. Then the Sinners, when you said you were recreating old photo shoots of adult stars. That's dope. I want to see that too.
Okay.
I love Jeannie Pepper. She's one of the icons I met when I got into the business. You know, I met like when I came in, that generation of porno stars were fading out. You know, we were the new shit coming in, and Jeannie was all receptive to it, real open arms. Like, much love to Jeannie Pepper, man.
So that's good to hear. After lunch about it.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
All right, on track. All right, Mr. Slink Johnson.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff happening, man. I'm still hitting stages and stuff, and shit, Space Jam 2 coming out next month. You see me in there. Shit, man, sketches. You know, little lightweight robberies sometimes. You know, so
Hey, I got the car, bro. I got the getaway. So
hey, man, that's good to know.
Yes,
I ran into Slink in Atlanta for Players Ball or for Bishop Don Juan's birthday party, and that was it. We was like, "What's up?" We ain't seen each other in a minute, and then run into each other in Venice Beach. And he was like, "Yo, tell us some freaky shit that happened to you." And I was with my daughter.
My bad, bro.
So I know, because it was funny because I got a blowjob right there on the handball court. And I was like, "Oh man, I want to tell you that," but.
Oh man, I want to tell you that. You know, this is an amazing episode. I'm telling y'all, this has just been far beyond any expectations I could have. This has been great. All of y'all are dope, and I hope that y'all continue to just create the dopeness that that you were put here to do. It's amazing. It's an honor to have all of y'all here together and just be so vulnerable and just honest. I think that y'all are really going to blow a lot of minds, and not just today, but just continuously, just by showing up, being who you are. So it's been amazing. I'm Jonnae Thompson. You can find me on Instagram at Jonnae the Queen. I kind of post everything there. Edible is really kicking in, guys. It's really in me. Shout out to where they at. Shout out to Kiva Farms, man. These little suckers, boy. I knew I should have only ate half of one. They're small and delicious. So I ate the whole one, and now I'm like, okay, cool.
Now you want me to come over and slap that ass?
Yeah, you know. Woo, all right, everybody, bye. No.